Atesh Salih, one of the most underrated male models with perfectly attractive hunter eyes. He's considered one of the top male models with the most striking and natural hunter eyes, the kind that look sharp, intense, and effortlessly masculine. Even though he wasn't the most mainstream name, people still talk about how rare his eye area was. Those deep-set focused eyes made him stand out in a way most models could only dream of. Atesh was a model back in the 90s. Not a lot of people knew him outside the fashion world, but in recent years, Atesh Salih has become a known name in the looksmaxing community, mainly because of how insanely attractive and sharp his eyes are. People always point to him when they talk about perfect hunter eyes, that deep-set intense look that's rare even among models. His photos from the 90s started resurfacing online, and everyone began realizing just how unique his eye area really was. Atesh Salih is one of those faces you just don't forget. There's a reason people call him one of the most unique-looking models of his generation. His looks were effortless, the kind of beauty that doesn't try hard, it just exists. Although there's not much info about him, his look has stayed unforgettable. In this video, we're talking about Atesh Salih, his origins, his modeling career, and why people are still talking about him today. Atesh Salih was born on May 25, 1972, in Nigeria to a Turkish Cypriot father and a German mother, who worked as a school teacher. Even though he was born in Nigeria, he later moved to the UK, grew up in Essex, and eventually became a British national. His name, Atesh in Turkish, literally means fire. Growing up between Nigerian surroundings, Turkish Cypriot roots, and German heritage, Atesh had one of the most unique cultural backgrounds. And honestly, you can see that mix in the way he looks. Atesh studied at the Central School of Speech and Drama in London, and he was actually discovered through a radio contest. That moment pretty much started his journey into modeling and entertainment. His unique features helped him model for top brands and get acting opportunities. His mixed heritage, Turkish Cypriot and German roots blended with British nationality, shaped his artistic side and the way he approached fashion, design, and the arts. Atesh was also a sifu of Wing Chun Kung Fu for a period of time. He said it helped give him balance during a very hectic and insecure part of his life. It gave him some sanity and an outlet outside the madness of fashion. One of his real dreams has always been to become a great actor. With some theater plays and a few movies, it looked like Atesh was starting to build a career in the acting world. He played roles in films like The Purifiers in 2004, the horror film Broken, 2006, and The Winter Sun is a Lie, 2005. Atesh's dad is Muslim, and his mom was raised Catholic. He didn't really have religion forced on him, but he grew up influenced by both cultures. As a kid, Atesh always wanted to be financially secure and independent, and he focused on making that happen from a young age. And the second big dream was becoming a successful actor. In his 20s, Atesh spent a lot of time traveling and hanging out with friends in different cities around the world. Most of it was really superficial, the usual parties, bars, and nightclubs that most models end up in, but he still has a few real friends from that time. He also enjoyed surfing and skating during those years. After a while, the nightlife lifestyle got boring. These days, the highlight for him is something simple, dinner or a movie with his wife, or just a night in with a good book or some TV. On top of modeling and acting, Atesh also moved into interior design. His creative eye carried over naturally, and he managed to make an impact in that field too, building a strong presence that goes beyond fashion and entertainment. Prime Atesh was back in the 90s, and even today, people still talk about his look. He's around 5 feet 11 inches, and honestly, he has one of the rarest face cards you'll ever see. First of all, his green eyes, which already place him in a very rare percentage of the world's population. Green eyes are among the rarest eye colors in the world, with only about 2% of the global population having them. This rarity is due to a unique combination of genetic factors that influence melanin levels and light scattering in the iris. And then on top of that, the shape of his eyes makes him even more unique. His eyes look almost villainous in the best way. He has angular, narrow, masculine hunter eyes with hooding and a downward-pointing inner corner, giving them this very cat-like, predatory look. What makes Atesh Salih so striking and attractive is definitely his eye area. His hunter eyes basically became his signature feature, especially in the looksmaxing community. A lot of people consider Atesh to have one of the most attractive eye areas on the planet, putting him right next to faces like Sean O'Prine and Elias Daput. Atesh's hunter eyes are this piercing green, and the structure around them is a mix of rare traits: a positive canthal tilt, no upper eyelid exposure, and eyebrows that tilt upward in a way that frames everything perfectly. But the real secret behind his eyes is the downswing medial canthus, a very rare feature that not many people naturally have. This tiny detail is what gives his eyes that eagle-like sharpness and intensity. Combined with his deep-set eye placement and strong bone structure, his gaze becomes incredibly piercing and mysterious, something you don't really see in most male models. It's extremely rare for someone to have all these features aligned so perfectly, which is why Atesh Salih is often recognized as having one of the most attractive eye areas in the world. With those sharp green hunter eyes and his unique facial traits, he almost has a vampire-like look in the best way possible. His eye shape, paired with his overall facial aesthetics, is exactly what made him stand out in the industry and why people still talk about him today. When it comes to his modeling career, Atesh Salih worked with some of the biggest names in the fashion world. He's best known for his stint with Giorgio Armani, which is where a lot of people first discovered his look. But that wasn't the only major brand he worked with. Atesh also modeled for Cerruti, Swatch, and a few other high-end labels that really valued his unique, sharp features. His presence in the industry grew even more through his photoshoots for top magazines like Wallpaper, GQ, and Vogue. Seeing Atesh in the pages of those magazines made it clear he wasn't just another model. He had that rare face that stood out immediately. His look was artistic, striking, and perfect for editorial work, which is why so many luxury brands wanted him.
You notice the models are big. One thing I think they do add as well is for slightly smaller people. Some designs are similar to like the 1920s, 30s, like the way the tops fit, but they've added their own individual style, and Italian as well. This season, I would say, very clean, slightly clinical. The colours are very clean, whites, greys, chic, sexy but manly as well, I'd say. Very masculine cut around the arms, and the trousers as well, and very low-waisted in general.
Truckery. A bit John Travolta, that kind of thing, but not 60s-y, not greasy, not like a rockabilly style. Just my face, man. Like a man.
Show there's no backstage, there's no way of getting backstage at all. So what they're doing is we're getting ready here, getting dressed here. Everyone has one outfit. We just go on the bus and then we just come out one by one and go around the Buddha Bar, the club.
Atesh Salih is now in his 50s, and while he may not be as active in modeling as he once was, his presence and influence are still felt. He continues to be admired for his striking features, especially his signature hunter eyes. When it comes to male models with the most attractive eye areas, there are Atesh Salih, Sean O'Pry, and Elias Daput. Who do you think has the most attractive eye area, Atesh, Elias, Sean, or someone else? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to know more about these models, check out these videos.